That little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive.
F-king Australians, Brit's brutal tirade. In the foul-mouthed yet impassioned tirade, satirist Jonathan Pye laid into those who were against the postal plebiscite and called Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull a pussy. The video has been watched more than 250,000 times. Last Wednesday, around 62% of those who voted in the same-sex marriage survey picked yes, paving the way for the first ceremonies early in 2018. Australia's same-sex marriage debate is the latest target for Pye, a fictitious news reporter played by actor Tom Walker who has let his opinions get the better of him. He has also taken aim at Donald Trump, Brexit and the ongoing travails of the British government. Pye, who is so convincing he has been mistaken for a genuine journalist, staged his report from outside Australia House in central London, the building that houses the Australian High Commission. UK satirist Jonathan Pye outside the Australian High Commission in London, source supplied. As well as the state and territory flags, the rainbow flag symbolising LGBT rights could also be seen hanging from Australia's mission to Britain. Let's take a look back at the fight for marriage equality in Australia, said Pye, momentarily sounding like a standard reporter, before angrily interrupting his own dialogue. What is a non-binding survey anyway? I mean, what the F is that anyway? Effing Australians. I mean, in Britain we do it properly. Proper referendums involved 6 months of lies and fear-mongering on both sides. The Prime Minister staking his entire political career on the outcome and then resigning in shame. That's how to effing go to the country. To me, a survey is somebody in a Westfield shopping centre going, "You happy with your wash?" Tongue-in-cheek, but close to the bone, Pye then went on to describe how a same-sex marriage survey might have been worded if it was indeed conducted with clipboards in a Westfield. Do you think homosexuals should A. be allowed to marry, B. should not be allowed to marry, C. should burn in the fires of hell for all eternity, the dirty sodomites, or D. don't know? Supporters of same-sex marriage gathered to celebrate the announcement in a Sydney park. Picture, AFP photo, William West, source AFP. Nevertheless, he strongly defended the vote. While he said he understood the concern over hateful rhetoric that could actually be worthwhile in a democracy. Debate is a good thing, even though it means some people are going to say things you don't want to hear, that are plainly not true or blatantly bigoted. But the thing is, when you allow bigots to voice their opinions freely, they usually end up discrediting their own argument by exposing how ridiculous their argument is. Pye then gave an exaggerated example to prove his point: 70% of children who are brought up by gay parents are OB. That's according to impartial research by the respected French group affectionately known as Stop the F. He said that not all no voters had extreme views and, indeed, the voicing of arguments in the open may have swung more people behind yes. What a resounding result, a result that was only made possible because the debate was allowed to happen because, yes. The Prime Minister was a pussy and he should have passed the legislation anyway, and the whole thing cost too much money, but debate is important, especially when it comes to gay rights, which, let's be honest, is a relatively recent development. In the UK up to 1967 being gay wasn't just frowned upon, it was illegal. In Tasmania it was still illegal in 1997. I concluded that, despite the bad blood spilt during the same-sex marriage survey, the embrace of LGBT people has actually occurred at a pace. Things have moved really fast. "25 years ago, the idea of marriage equality was a radical, almost an extreme, opinion, and now it's mainstream, and that's effing brilliant, but you can't expect everyone to keep up without having a discussion about it and without persuading people it's the right way to go." I will appear at the 2018 Sydney Comedy Festival.